Not too shit! Damn! Not too shit! I
can do it! Come on!
KO!
I can do it! It wasn't as hard as I thought!
I do not plant seeds. I do not. I'm very careful.
You just get it raw.
On the words that I use. All I do is get him into that state, regress him to that time point. Tell me what you see. What are you experiencing? You have to be very, very careful on how you do that, because if you say, "Is it daytime or nighttime?" that's an issue, because you can create a false memory that it's daytime.
You're all
Yeah, you don't want to do that. You want to be very bland, open-ended.
Challenge your limits.
That's how you get a real experience, a memory that has actually happened. That's how you can tell. But not everyone's capable.
Let's
Okay, fine.
battle one. Fight!
I can do What? Come on!
Because I've never.
Battle two. Fight!
I can do You're finished! Come on! Come on! You're finished! Not yet!
The surf's gonna get rough! Go get some rest!
I can do
Battle three. Fight!
It's all over!
Ring up! Battle four. Fight!
I can do
Damn it!
It's all over! You're finished!
KO!
I can do What?
Final battle. Fight!
I can do
The surf's gonna get rough! Go get some rest!
Come on!
The surf's gonna get rough!
You're finished! Like that!
They have smooth underbacks under their eyes. They're more suggestible. He would be one. You are close to it, so you would be another one that would be easily put into the bags. Yeah, the bags under your eyes. If they're completely smooth, that is a characteristic of being someone who's highly suggestible and influenced.
We know why.
No, it's just an observation that they have the data. In fact, in the video clips that we showed in part one, he talks about that. Yeah.
Challenge your limits.
You're in the They don't know why. All they know is that people would be
Battle 1. Fight!
What? Gotcha! I can do it! You're finished! Come on! You're finished! I can do it!
KO!
You're finished! I can do it! What? I can do it!
Battle 2. Fight!
I can do it! What?
Try this!
Ring up!
Guess I should go all
Battle
out!
3. Fight!
I can do it!
The surf's gonna get rough! Go get some rest!
I can do it! Not yet!
Yeah! Try this!
My turn! Like that! Solo! I won't die! I can do it! Come on!
The goddess of victory smiles upon the strong of spirit.
I'm alive!
I've never thought about analyzing what analysis on that. It would be interesting to take a look at world leaders using criteria and see who might be more influenced than others. But, this is something when you're using your verbal frequency, our voices. When you're using RF emissions, that's a completely different ballgame. Particularly when you have nanotech, mRNA. That's a completely different ballgame because they've already done studies knowing what type of frequencies they need to set in order to put someone into an altered state.
They lose an occasional when they send a signal out of a cell phone, everybody kills each other. Before there became nanotree like ultrasound. The CIA tested in the 90s how to send out waves to make people agitated or sexually excited or angry or sleepy. And they like kind of tell you here and there.
Battle 1. Fight!
Not yet! Not yet! Not yet! Shut up! You're finished! I can do it!
KO!
I can do it!
Battle 2. Fight!
I can do it! It's over! Like that! Solo!
Guess I should go all out!
3. Fight!
I can do it!
Am I too fast for you?
I can do it! I can do it!
Am I too fast for you?
Not yet! Come on!
KO!
It's over! It wasn't as hard as I thought!
same kind of technology we
These
would
communicate
use.
with submarines.
Sure, exactly. The same kind of technology, one, how submarines would communicate, two, how we would be able to look into and try to gather intelligence on like a deep nuclear silo site, like Iran. Right? It's the same technology.
Yeah, I was in Virginia
No,
Beach.
let's fill people in there. I don't know. I remember when I was a little kid, my dad said all this, and we'd be driving from Austin, visiting family back to Dallas, and we said that was a family. He'd point out, and literally it was true. He goes, "That's our deep Earth communications."
Challenge your limits.
With the submarines, they would have like 2-mile long cable. It would be an X, and it sends a wave through the Earth. It's basically instantaneous, just like through water. Better than a satellite, whatever. And that's how
Let your desire for victory take you beyond your
Battle 1.
fight.
I can do I can do it! I can...
So you're saying they're using that same stuff with satellites, but I guess it's differently magnified by the ground penetrators, and then that's the control system.
Correct. And then you have the other aspects of it. It is a complete network. My background is also in network technologies.
Oh, it's the whole spectrum of frequency. What's the technology bunch of frequencies?
ULF, VLF, ultra low frequencies. Then you get into infrasound, ultrasound, those frequencies. I was in Virginia Beach recently, and we happened to find a thumper system right off the ocean, and it
Challenge your limits.
looked up who owned that frequency. It says most likely a Russian submarine.
So people don't know, a thumper.
A thumper is what the technologies that these submarines use. What you were just describing.
Let your desire.
So, you want to fight?
Battle 1. Fight.
I can do it! What? I can do
Battle 2. Fight.
Just
Come on!
I can't.
Battle 3. Fight.
I can do it! I can do it! I'm alive!
No, I was just there this year. Wow, this year, maybe 4 months ago, and
And by the way, even when there's a red tide, I've seen them. The birds, even though they get sick, they'll still eat rotten fish poison. They're not eating fish. That's unheard of.
yeah, they're not eating the fish, and there should be birds everywhere. So I happened to speak to a military person who confided with us and said, "We've known about this.
Challenge your limits.
Visit the fish aren't and he goes, it's because they're being exposed to this frequency, and the birds know not to eat them somehow. The animals know, and that's a good
It's not
Battle 1. Fight.
What?
Battle 2. Fight!
No! Easy!
Battle 3. Fight!
It's over. I can do it. That wasn't as hard as I thought.
You know, if 6G gets turned on tomorrow, you know, that it could very well happen to you. To me, any of us. I am hopeful that I teach everyone the number one defense about this is education. Being aware of your awareness, knowing what your internal voice sounds like, knowing what your moral compass is.
Challenge your limits.
That is your foundation. And I strongly believe that if the subconscious can be programmed remotely like that, why can't the subconscious? Because it doesn't make
Let your desire for victory take you beyond your limits.
it does not.
I can't run away.
That's why whenever it takes in any
Battle 1. Fight!
I can do it. You're finished. I can
Battle 2. Fight!
I can do it. Is this it?
Battle 3. Fight!
I can do it.
Bring up! Battle 4. Fight!
I can do it.
The goddess of victory smiles upon the strong of spirit.
You're fat, and then you're an enemy. You know, it does that because it's like Theo Vaughn can get all that Prozac you idiot. People are mad at him. There's stuff about Joe does. And he's never shown Joe as the Navy SEAL guy I've known for years. Him and you and some of the friends. John was flying all train, you know, maybe every morning. And I said, all right, let's do it. And then I lost like 70 pounds. And I kind of halfway cut back and came out of bed.
chemicals and things that they're putting inside of our body to complete that mission, you gotta get out. The fact of the matter is, zeolite, which is one of the main ingredients of Masterpiece, has been proven in all ways to remove every toxin that it's been around. It performs. That's why it's called the Mastermind.
But yours is different. See,
Completely different.
it doesn't just pull stuff, it brings in the THC minerals.
Yeah, absolutely. So any way that you actually test Masterpiece out, which would be like its pH, its molecular composition, its molecular
came out one way, and what we're seeing today is something completely different. Is he being exposed to this type of technology? We know it's being utilized now. We know there are members in Congress currently who are suffering from this. I was contacted by the head doc of a three-letter agency and said I was absolutely right. My clients in Houston, 338 fantasy patients had the same symptoms. He said the only difference was, and this was pre-pandemic on the cases that he was referencing, is that we were pulling out biosensors, searching and removing them, and he wanted to know more. It turns out he also was the head doc for the mind control program for the CIA. And I found that out recently after digging a little bit deeper into who he was. But this is what the world is facing, particularly here in the United States. What our forefathers had pre-planned, never ever fathomed that technology would be able to be intrusive. And that's the criteria we need to look at.
You say a firewall about protecting someone's local, so it reminds me of they've done thousands of studies that Bill Clinton admitted one time of mind control studies. The way studies go, you learn something and you don't repeat the same study 100 times. That's just not. So I'm thinking of 1,000 built upon studies that they know, and then to sit there and think, okay, now there hasn't been any studies to see how to stop it, right? They're more concerned with getting their goal. It's just like with putting this internal biosystem there. Of course, they got thousands of compartmentalized studies and hard research and development, but they didn't put anything into how to stop it per se. But you're saying that you're working on some way that people exercises possibly, or people can do at home to actually be able to protect their mental health, their mental state.
Self-hypnosis is not new. It's been around for a long time. And if you can learn to self-program yourself to the subconscious to not be suggestible, to not be influenced, to not take outside information in that way that's not allowed by you, per se, given permission by you, to not listen to basically program your subconscious to say, I will not intake this data, and I will refuse this data. That is the kind of mental firewall that can be created, and I've seen it done with some pretty good success. So that's one aspect of us, and ultimately, obviously we would want to stop this RF infiltration that's being imposed upon us. Protecting the metadata, as we talked about in Series 1, having laws that are metadata is our intellectual property. Because what is being done with that data? Who's profiting from that? Okay? Your intellectual property is being stolen, and someone else is making billions and trillions of dollars based off of your intellectual property. It's called what it is, your own thoughts, okay? Your ideas, trade secrets, all that's going to be out the window. And anything that you create is now going to be property of someone else, okay? This AI God system that Elon Musk talks about. So that's what we're talking about.
Well, and so what are some things, obviously, not for big research programs, you can do to build up a farm?
Exactly what I said. You basically being able to get into a hypnotic state where you program your subconscious, your own subconscious, to not allow these other influences to affect you. Now you would come up, you would actually have to be very strategic about how you do this, because you want to be careful on how the language is said to yourself. Because the subconscious does not discern or make judgment. It just takes in that information and acts on it. Okay? Where the conscious mind is that filter where it says, okay, based on everything that I've learned in childhood to now, I can say whether I believe that or not believe that, whether it's true or not true. The subconscious does not have that ability. And that's why this technology is dangerous. And they know this. This is,
some other peer reviews say, facets of so I think it opens up a new door of possibilities for this equipment, this next level, next generation of technology.
But to get to how I met Matt,
Challenge your
when
limits.
they did that Bluetooth study, I said, hey, you might want to reconsider your conclusion that the zeolite is what caused those MAC addresses.
Let your desire for victory.
Battle 1. Fight! Lead on! Death is nothing!
I can do it. Come on. You're finished. Come on. You're finished. Come on. Die.
I won't quit!
As crazy as this sounds, this Bluetooth
Battle 2. Fight!
Come on. I can do it. My turn. Like that. Solo.
I discovered though is not only
Battle 3. Fight!
I can do it. Come on. I can do it.
So this is why I said that's an idea. I said to him, I mean, silicon transceiver. You know, so this was sent out 3 harmonics. The first harmonic sends out, it'll detect where there's silicon-based conductivity. Okay, and that reflection will come back and it'll tell me the percentage of that silicon detection harmonic, and then it'll send out another one. Okay, and now it's testing for metal or oxidation. If I get that back as a third harmonic, then I know I have a semiconductor that either has oxidation happening or that what I'm going to turn this on right now, as we continue to talk, is now demonstrate what this does. Is, for example, this cell phone here, which is the camera close.
Let your
Battle 1. Fight!
That's how. Not yet. Come on.
This won't take long! Be quiet!
I can do it.
Battle 2. Fight!
Come Damn it!
Take this!
My turn. Like that. Solo. I won't die.
Battle 3. Fight! Be quiet! Oh no!
Not yet.
This won't take long!
Come on.
Taste of this! Dust to dust!
4.
Fight!
Come on! You're finished! Come on! Go down! Come on! I can do it! What? Damn it! I can do it! Really did it!
There's a lot of noise right now.
Taking me off the air. It is beyond essential that you continue to spread the word about the broadcast. Continue to support us.
That's usually when it matters most. We have been in the corner. We've been a partner of this program and of Alex's for a long time.
In and out ice water in the Sahara. I mean, it is such the top rated, the biggest company. Those are the best. And he's a patriot.
We're not going anywhere, and that's the big run.
Challenge your limits.
It matters. For us, it's 8.5 and 0% when you sell. And here's something else. After you make your first purchase and become a client, if you're holding metals you bought somewhere else, bring them to us. We'll help you liquidate them.
Let your desire for
Battle
1.
Fight!
Damn it!
Battle 2. Fight!
I can do
Can you stand the test? Bring out!
victory will not
Battle to reach my goal. Fight!
I can do it!
blessings for those who have repeatedly escaped the clutches of death.
Really did it!
Alex Jones Network. Tomorrow's news today.
From the front lines of the information war, it's Alex Jones at AlexJonesLive.com. You are the Paul Reveres. Share the links and spread the word. We've only just begun to fight.
We had Vladimir Solyov on yesterday, the top Russian broadcaster, big buddies with Putin. And he said, yeah, nuclear war's a probability, just get ready. And we're ready to go to nuclear war, let's do it. The Russians aren't playing around. Of course, I got this information from Victor Boot, talking about Russian Insider. Now, you might want to listen to me. If you remember, back in October, about 4 months before the war started 4.5 years ago, or expanded, I went on there and I said the Russians will attack before the end of February. I said that in October. So October, November, December, January, February. So, goodness gracious, 5 months before. Oh, guess what? NATO came out today officially and said the Russians are planning to strike European countries in the next 2 weeks. And that's not BS. That's true. Now, what do you think's going to happen when that goes down? Oh, I know. We've got all sorts of other stuff to talk about. We've got all sorts of Netflix programs sorts of sports on TV. It's all so much fun. And we've got all the warmongers over here. It's a minority of people, but they love it. Why, I'm a panicking. The Ukraine war is wonderful. The Iran war is wonderful. This is so good. The jobless numbers are so horrible. We're strategic oil reserves out of oil.
Challenge your limits.
World at war. Iran conflict goes global. Oh, Axios, the CIA. That's the CIA. What did I say when this all started 4+ years ago? It's a new world war. What's a global war with all these big powers together and mass death? A couple million dead in Ukraine alone. What's that called when you always have a...
Let your desire for victory take you beyond your limit. Battle 1. Fight! Battle 2. Fight!
Take this!
Oh no!
Battle 3. Fight!
Taste of this! This is it! Execution!
Blessings for those who have repeatedly escaped the clutches of death.
Russia's getting ready to hit 2 weeks. Russia has told them, we're getting ready to target. We think we'll hit Poland first, where you're putting all those munitions. Then we're going to hit France, and we're going to hit Germany. And then if you hit us back, nukes, bitch, let's go. So they loaded the gun, cocked it, put it to the head, and said, you're the ones bombing us, we're about to hit you back. So they're about to fire across the bow with heavy missiles. Get ready, boys and girls. Everybody wants a nuclear war?
Challenge your limits.
Roast them, 'cause you got a good... You're gonna be dead. Ladies and gentlemen, Bigley has launched an online pharmacy. 1776rx.health. It's one.
Battle 1. Fight!
So crap!
Yeah, you're mine.
crap!
Are you ready? No way!
A taste of this! This is it! Execution!
You're not happy.
Final battle. Fight!
What's this? Here goes! I won't quit!
The battle is over. Show respect for the fallen who fought so bravely.
What do you know? I just won.
sources that you see on the show, highest level. I make the analysis and then give you my view on where we are, and in almost every case, you notice screw right. That's why, and I'm not bragging about this, and I have because of optics, things that I've got going on. There's no need for me to go do this. But I've been invited to Russia. I've been invited to meet Putin. I've been invited to have dinner with Lavrov. I've been invited to go have meetings with their top ministers. That nobody gets that. Okay? Not even Tucker Carlson. Other than his meeting with Putin. My point is, I said no.
Step up.
Battle 1. Fight!
Watch this. Stand aside. Ready?
Battle 2. Fight!
Watch this. Never! Some child coming to me.
Battle 3. Fight!
Take this! Take this! Haven't had enough? Right! A taste of this! This is it! Execution! Looks like I have
Battle
no choice.
4. Fight!
Here goes! My sword! Haven't had enough? No escape! No escape! Take this! Take this! Ready? Oh, you
KO!
Get away from me!
Final battle. Fight!
You! Give us a taste of this! This is it!
It's like a month before. No, may not invade the Alex feed going bad. Oh, get off my line. Stuff like that's all you final pieces of intel. So, that's how I get my final intel. Just watching these other shows, having people on. That's what I'm doing. And behind the scenes. Meanwhile, the airports are still full of U.S. troops flying out to the Middle East, not to Europe. And Trump's been pulling troops out of Europe by the tens of thousands. So we're now in a multi-front war, running low on munitions. The Russians are 4.5+ years into this. They've said, you've been escalating the attacks inside Russia. If you do it, we're getting ready to hit your weapons depots, and we're going to start with Poland. And I told Poland that 2 months ago. Poland suddenly discovered that Nazis run Ukraine under Zelensky. They suddenly discovered that Ukraine is running phone scams and bank fraud against the Polish. They suddenly discovered that they are cheating them on their farm deals. And suddenly the Poles pulled back.
Believe in your power and reach for victory.
I swear on my name, I will prevail!
Battle 1. Fight!
Here goes!
Ring out!
So now Russia.
Battle 2. Fight!
Not your place! Not your place! Not yet! Not yet! Take it! My spirit burns bright! For the honor of Prole!
Fight! KO! Battle 4. Fight!
Stronger I am!
Globalists and the Rothschilds and George Soros and Newland and Lindsey Graham is dead now and John McCain strike back at us, it'll kill the West as well. Yes, that's what Skynet wants, to kill all the humans, have us kill each other. That's what Satan wants. That's the plan. And now the Pentagon warns that Russia is set to strike NATO countries, France, and the UK and Germany within 2 weeks. And what will NATO do when that strike happens? What will the United States do when that strike happens? Will they escalate? Because the West has escalated above the Russians, so now they're saying they're going to...
Believe in your... Battle 1. Fight!
What's this? Here goes. You're dead. Take that. Take that.
KO!
Here goes. Rich.
Battle 2. Fight!
Take that. What's this?
Battle 3.
Badly. Here goes.
The goddess of victory smiles upon the strong of spirit.
Russia could attack NATO within weeks, U.S. intelligence warns. U.S. officials believe Russia may attempt to escalate tensions by mounting a small land incursion or launching cyber attacks across eastern Europe.
Challenge your limits.
Autumn to 2029. So they put it out years, but they're saying within the next 2 weeks. Wall Street Journal reported. The report marks a significant shift in U.S. intelligence assessments from their previous stance. That Vladimir Putin
Let your desire... Battle 1. Fight!
Here goes. What's this? What's this?
Bring out! Battle 2. Fight!
Here goes. What's this?
goddess of victory smiles upon